What's good? Just Prince TV here, man. Now, we usually talk about hip hop, politics, and everything else in between, but I want to talk to you today about Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, okay? Now, if you don't know what Activision Blizzard is, if you're not a gamer, they make Call of Duty, they make Diablo, they make all these Candy Crush, Warcraft, all that soon to be owned by Microsoft. Now, my one question is, isn't that monopoly? Because you just bought Bethesda last year, okay? Now you're buying all of these companies. You're making these video game IPs become exclusive just to you. So Xbox ain't playing. They got FU money. And this is crazy because now there's a potential threat that Call of Duty could only be on Xbox or Game Pass. And if they yank that off PS5, I think they lose some money because PS5 has a lot of viewers and a lot of supporters. And you could look at it this two ways. If you keep this to Xbox, you could put a foot on PlayStation 5's neck, and a lot of those fans that love Call of Duty will go to Xbox because it's the only way they could play Call of Duty is to go to Xbox. And you're crushing the competition. So why would you share at that point, right? You could keep all the money for yourself. And that's exactly what I think Microsoft is going to do in the near future. So there's a flip side to this, though. When you buy in these companies, you get all these employees that you got to take care of, right? That's more plates you got to feed, more mouths you got to feed, excuse me. And guess what? The more you have to put bread on the table for everybody to eat, you got to raise the price of your service. So Game Pass won't be $15 a month no more. That will have to go up because you got more mouths to feed. So don't look at this as a plus because monopolies are bad. When one company owns everything, they could charge you anything. And there's a law against monopolies. So I don't know how Microsoft is getting away with this. Of course, this has to get passed first. I think it will get passed. But my biggest problem against it is, how are they allowing Microsoft to keep buying these companies? What next? They're going to buy Capcom? They're going to buy WB Games, NetherRealm, Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Square Enix, company that makes Final Fantasy. What next? Because PlayStation and Nintendo, you guys in trouble. Because I noticed this generation is all about exclusives. It's all about owning stuff for yourself. So now that I have every system, I have Xbox and PlayStation. This gives me purpose to having both. Okay, now there's no longer need for one system because guess what? One system's going to have its Square's collection of exclusives. The other one's going to have its collection of exclusives. And the only way I could play these games is by getting each system. So it gives it purpose. But sooner or later, somebody's going to come out in the loser in this. Now, a lot of people say Xbox One 2021. It's only January of 2022. And they already bought a company that owns several video game IPs. Yo, this shit is crazy. They starting it out with a bang. They're literally buying everything in sight. And this is the perfect time to do it because of COVID. A lot of companies are going under. So Capcom is going to be struggling. They're going to have to probably sell their company soon. Square Enix, if I'm pronouncing it right, they was rumored to be getting bought out by PlayStation. I don't know how much money Sony got, but I know it's not on Microsoft level. It's definitely not on Microsoft level. So Microsoft could continue buying these companies. They could continue absorbing these companies. I think they would let the money kick in first after they bought some of these, because you don't want to keep buying companies and get nothing back in return. So you got to get some return. But don't think that Microsoft is going to play fair, that they're going to put this on PlayStation. Why would they keep their competition alive? Only way they could keep their competition alive if the law allows it. It says you can't create monopoly. You have to share this. You can own it, but you got to share it with all the other systems. But if that's not the case, They're not gonna keep these exclusive games, these IPs, and put them on PlayStation for what? You know, it's a wrap, man. Xbox is taking over, and the break's over, the takeover. you know, just press TV out. What you think of um, Microsoft owning Activision Blizzard now? Shit is crazy. We out.